3.685 seconds. A stunning comeback. Chinese mechanic from a repair shop defeats top European and American motorcycle giants with intuitive mastery. Why can a three-cylinder engine once deemed terminally flawed outpace the Ducati V4 by a margin of 3.685 seconds? First, let me share some breaking news. On March 28 to 29, 2026, at the World Superbike Championship, WSBK, Portuguese round in the middleweight category, an event sent shockwaves across the European and American motorcycle community. The 820RR RS racebike from China's Zhang Xue motorcycle claimed victory in both races. After a mistake-dropped rider Valentin Debise to third place in the second race, he overtook two Yamaha R9 machines outright on the straight to pull off a dominant comeback. 1. Hard as it may be to believe, the core technology behind this race bike that outclasses European and American giants does not come from a cutting-edge laboratory, but from an ordinary repair shop. Even more counterintuitive, it uses a three-cylinder engine that has long plagued major manufacturers like BMW and Ford. Plagued by high vibration and poor stability, this engine type has long been labeled cheap and low-end, and regarded in the industry as the terminally flawed. 5. Yet on the track, it proved 3.685 seconds faster than the Ducati V4. How is this possible? The answer is surprisingly simple. Just as watchmakers calibrate movements, large manufacturers rely on machines, while this Chinese craftsman relies on decades of hands-on experience with tens of thousands of faulty parts. He adjusted the thread angle of the spark plug to an extremely precise position, essentially finding the engine's perfect breathing rhythm and solving the vibration problem entirely. Even more revolutionary, he did not use wind tunnels or supercomputers like his European and American counterparts. His core database consists of worn-out parts stacked in his repair shop. Every scratch and wear mark holds the key to unlocking hidden performance. We will now break down step by step the wisdom behind this folk craftsmanship and the new insights it offers for global technological innovation. The most astonishing feat of the 820RR RS is that it broke the vibration curse of the three-cylinder engine. It all began with a chance discovery by founder Zhang Xue in his repair shop. An elderly customer brought in a faulty three-cylinder motorcycle with such severe engine vibration that the handlebars were nearly unholdable. Upon disassembly, Zhang Xue noticed the crankshaft counterweight design differed from the thousands of faulty engines he had repaired before. European and American manufacturers design crankshaft counterweights using standardized digitally simulated parameters. For instance, Italy's Marelli uses digital twin technology to engineer suspension components, pursuing theoretical perfection. 7. Yet in real riding conditions, slight part wear inevitably causes vibration. Instead of following standards rigidly, Zhang Xue sat on a small stool in his shop, rotating the crankshaft by hand repeatedly to feel force changes at every angle, until his fingers grew calloused. Finally, he fine-tuned the crankshaft counterweight angle by just 0.3 degrees and polished the micro-textures of the crankcase. When reassembled, the engine vibration vanished entirely. For context, BMW's 1.5L three-cylinder engine uses a complex balance shaft to reduce vibration, which drastically increases costs yet fails to fully resolve the issue. 5. Zhang Xue found the breakthrough purely through tactile intuition. Objectively speaking, such experience-based tuning, though less precisely controllable than digital simulation, captures subtle errors overlooked in standardized production. It teaches us that innovation does not only come from high technology. Sometimes old-fashioned methods rooted in practice can solve problems beyond theoretical reach. It also makes us rethink whether industrial rationality and craftsmanship rationality must be opposites. If overcoming vibration was a triumph of intuitive mastery, the breakthrough in thermal management perfectly embodies Zhang Xue's fusion of craftsmanship and modern engineering. Anyone familiar with motorcycle engines knows three-cylinder units suffer from heat buildup due to their compact structure, much like a sealed room that overheats and shuts down. European and American manufacturers solve this with complex electronic cooling systems. Yamaha's cross-crankshaft engine, for example, uses a sophisticated ECU temperature control system with real-time sensor-adjusted cooling. 6, but this raises costs and adds engine weight. Zhang Xue's solution retains the down-to-earth spirit of a repair shop. He squatted outside his shop daily to observe engine heat distribution under varying weather and road conditions. Even on the hottest summer days, he disassembled the engine and touched every component by hand to record hotspots and slow cooling areas. He once discovered that casting textures on the cylinder block affected heat dissipation, much like skin pores. Block textures trap heat. He abandoned standardized casting and hand-polished the cylinder textures, while incorporating a special heat-resistant material originally used as an aerospace anti-corrosion coating. 3. In comparison, Honda's newly launched 75° V3 engine, despite optimized thermal management, still relies on electronic control systems. 8. Zhang Xue's method cut costs while boosting cooling efficiency by 30%. This combination of folk techniques plus modern materials, seemingly rough, precisely targets the core pain points of thermal management. It proves innovation is not about blindly chasing high-end technology, but finding the most suitable solution. This mindset may offer a new innovation path for small and medium-sized enterprises under cost pressure. Most notably, Zhang Xue's craftsmanship alchemy represents an innovation logic fundamentally different from European and American giants, challenging our traditional understanding of innovation. European and American motorcycle manufacturers pursue digitally driven innovation. When developing the V4 engine, Ducati ran tens of thousands of supercomputer simulations to optimize every parameter. 7. Much like Marelli uses Digimount software to create material cards and digital twins to predict part performance, pursuing theoretical optimality. 7. Zhang Xue's innovation is experience-driven. His core database consists of tens of thousands of faulty parts he has personally handled over 2 decades. Every repair is a clinical experiment. This practice-based reverse engineering allows him to spot performance gaps ignored by standardized production. Once, while telling his grandson stories about repairing bikes, Zhang Xue picked up a worn spark plug and said, "See this tiny bit of wear? It robs the engine of 10% power. Machines can't see it, but my hands can feel it." This relentless pursuit of detail pushes every component to its theoretical performance limit. Of course, this model has limitations. It relies heavily on personal experience and is difficult to scale. For instance, European brands must complete tens of thousands of software simulations and real vehicle tests to enter the European market and enable mass production. 3. Zhang Xue's manual tuning cannot easily meet mass manufacturing demands. Nevertheless, this craftsmanship-style innovation opens a new possibility for global technological innovation. It shows innovation has never been a one-size-fits-all path. When digital simulation hits bottlenecks, returning to practice and respecting experience may reveal new breakthroughs. By now, you likely share my question. According to traditional industrial innovation theory, innovation from a repair shop should not succeed, yet it has broken the monopoly of European and American giants. The answer is simple. Our understanding of innovation has long been confined to high technology, large scale, and standardization. Zhang Xue's story is not merely China winning. It represents an alternative form of innovation worthy of study and reflection. It proves craftsmanship experience and modern engineering are not opposites, their combination creates unexpected chemical reactions. As Johannes Rossnagel, a physicist at Johannes Gutenberg University Mainz, revealed in *Science*, even the smallest atomic engines share core principles with traditional internal combustion engines, differing only in implementation. 4. The essence of innovation has always been solving problems, not pursuing superficial sophistication. Now, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. What inspiration can this intuition-driven innovation offer European and American tech companies? What role should it play in global technological innovation? Don't forget to follow us. In future episodes, we will take you inside Zhang Xue's repair shop for a close look at the worn parts that broke the performance curse and witness the collision between craftsmanship wisdom and modern technology. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.